What is going on, eyeballs? I'm the GamingCyclops, and today we're back another Overwatch update video. So this is going to come in the next big patch for Overwatch, and there's a lot of things to cover here. First off, for Season 2 competitive play, a lot of things are going to be changing. There's going to be new things added, specifically a new ranking system. So instead of being 1 out of 100 like it was last time, it's going to be out of 1 out of a 5,000 skill rating, which is sort of huge for this, but it's completely scaled differently. It's sort of if you ever played League of Legends or Dota or anything like that, it's going to be scaled between bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, master, and grandmaster ranks. Bronze out of 5,000, it's going to be 1 through 1,499. That's going to be your bronze range. Silver range, your 1,500 out of 1,999. Your gold range out of 2,000. And then up to 2,499. Platinum is going to be from 2,500 to 2,999. Diamond, 3,000 to 3,499. Master, 3,500 to 3,999. And Grandmaster is going to be 4,000 to 5,000. Now, in bronze, silver, gold, platinum, and diamond, once you get into that ranking, even if you fall below the ranking scale, you're still going to be stuck in that thing. You're still going to have your diamond plate, you're still going to have your silver plate, your gold plate, whichever one. Even if you fall off, even if you lose a bunch of matches, even if it's not your fault, you lose a bunch of matches, you go down in rank, you still keep your rank where you place. Though in Master and Grandmaster, if you get up there, you're going to have to fight for it, because if you fall below it, you lose it. You're going to go down to Diamond. You can keep going up and increasing your rank, but in Grandmaster and Master, you have to keep these ranks. Now, there's a lot of other things that are going to be playing in for the new Season 2 of competitive play, but it's a lot to cover, and I don't want to bore you guys too much with this video. So we're going to go with the main important thing, and it's going to be some character balance changes. So let's start off with D.Va. With D.Va, her defense matrix is getting a slight nerf. Now, instead of taking 0.5 seconds to actually charge up again, it's going to take 1 second. It's not really, huge. I mean, you can't really spam it that quickly anymore, but it's still going to make D.Va still a force to be reckoned with. Next up, this is a huge buff for Hanzo, man. Hanzo will now experience a 30% decrease in speed while aiming. So that means he's going to be able to aim a little quicker now, if I'm getting this correctly. He's going to be able to aim a little quicker. Also, his projectile speeds have been increased by 30%. This means Hanzo's arrows are going to travel faster and be able to hit their targets more easily, because especially you've seen how Hanzo fires his arrows. They're pretty slow and they sometimes miss a lot. So this time, if you're aiming at someone, you get it right on them, it's going to go really quickly and hit them dead on. This is amazing. I love Hanzo. He's my second favorite character in the game, and I'm so happy that he's actually getting a buff. Next up, Mei. She's only getting one thing changed, and that's her super. So now her Blizzard can go through barriers now. It can actually freeze. You can go through Reinhardt's shield. You can pierce any barriers now. Also, its radius has been increased from 8 meters to 10 meters. So it's going to have a bigger radius, making it harder to escape. So now if you're caught right at the edge and you're trying to run out, you're going to have less of a chance to escape and get frozen along with Mei's special. McCree, there's nothing really, buff or nerf from McCree. Now it just shows his special, when he activates it, actually shows it decreasing. Sort of like if you use Genji's special, how there's a time limit. Instead of before, when you use McCree's ult, it automatically disappeared. Now, if you can actually be able to see it decrease over time, like going around in a circle like Genji's ult. Now with Mercy, she's getting a buff too. It's pretty cool. Her healing beam now actually increases 20% more. So this means she's going to be able to heal faster. Instead of being, slow healing, she's going to be amazing at single target healing now. Also, her Resurrect has made it so it's less time for you to actually move out of the way. So instead of taking 3 seconds for you to get back in this fight, it now takes 2.5 seconds now. This is good because sometimes you really need to get back in this fight, especially when that Mercy revives you and then they all begin to just start targeting her. So you can just get back in there and help her out and save her ass. And that's actually a pretty good buff, because this is going to help Mercy out and everyone who plays with her. Now Genji is actually getting some nerfs because they feel like he's too fast, too mobile. So they want to calm down a little bit. So now his double jump does not reset when you climb a wall. So after you climb a wall, you're not going to be able to double jump. If you double jump onto it, you're not going to be able to double jump again until you get off and land on your feet. Now his dash no longer deals damage to Widowmaker's Venom Mine and Junkrat's Steel Trap. Also, his dash does not let him escape Junkrat's trap anymore. So now if he goes through that trap, he's getting caught. So he can't escape it anymore. Also, his ult is getting a small nerf. Since I've seen this a lot, Genji players usually get their ult really quickly. They're able to hold it for a long time. So it's 8 seconds until the entire ult finishes. So they have the chance to go all around and just slice everything up, obliterate everyone. They have the chance to wreck people if they're not taking it out quick enough, or if your team doesn't pay attention and doesn't see the Genji coming. So it's being reduced from 8 seconds to 6 seconds now. So you still have a bunch of lethality and mobility with Genji, but it's not going to last as long as it would before. So now this gives players a chance to actually counterattack Genji, especially like if he's still in his ult, and before if he'd still be in his ult for 8 seconds, 6 seconds would pass, he'd probably wipe out the entire team already. Next up is Lucio. Now this, I don't understand why they're actually gonna nerf Lucio a bit. His speed boost is being decreased by 30%. It was 100% movement speed before, now they're reducing it back to 70%. I don't know why. I mean, it only lasts for a few seconds and it takes a long time to freaking come back. I don't see why they had to nerf Lucio. It didn't really make sense. But I mean, I'm not a developer. I don't know what I'm talking about. But that's my own opinion. I don't think he actually needed a nerf. Next up, Roadhog. So now when Roadhog hooks someone, if they're not in his line of sight, the person that Roadhog hooked will be returned to the original place where they got hooked. So no more getting hooked from around the wall and then automatically just teleporting straight to Roadhog. Nope. Now if you get hooked, but if he's not in your line of sight, you're getting freed and you're coming back to your original spawn. That's really good because Roadhog's hook has a huge hitbox, and sometimes that thing just turns around the corner and just drags you all the way to him. And that's kind of unfair. It seems like a little cheap, the fact that he can hit you around the corner. So I'm happy that they're actually fixing this, and then he won't be able to hit you around corners. And finally, Zenyatta. Zenyatta is actually getting a nerf and a buff. So now his Orb of Discord was super strong. It really just wrecked people. That thing, if you stuck on someone, the entire team can easily take them out, no problem. And that was kind of overpowered, especially because it gave your team a 50% damage boost against them. That would take out anyone, even tanks, super quickly. And now it's being reduced from 50% to 30%. It's still going to be strong, don't get me wrong, but now it's not going to be as, overpowered, and you're actually going to have a chance to fight back or run away when you need to. But because of that nerf, his normal orbs, they're actually increasing from 40 damage to 46 damage. So he's getting a little buff to his attack. He's going to be doing a little more damage, and that's kind of good because Zenyatta could use the damage, especially after his Orb of Discord got nerfed. But that's pretty much it for the balances. There's a lot more things that are going to be coming in for this next patch, though it's a lot to explain from just only this video, and I'm pretty sure you guys don't want to hear me just lazily, boringly saying all this to you guys. So that's gonna be it in this video. I hope you guys enjoy. I'll leave the actual patch notes down in the description below. You guys can go check them out. All the stuff is there, what they're gonna do. And remember, this is always subject to change. This is what they're just thinking of right now. This can change in the future. We don't know until the actual patch comes out. But thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.